we are going to be doing another tier list, this time on NFL wide receivers. Alright everybody, we are back with the tier list. I'm excited to do this video because the last tier list video we did very well, I should say. And a lot of you guys didn't agree with a lot of things I said, and that's perfectly fine. I love that. Now, I didn't respond to a lot of you guys because I was really busy, and I really didn't have time. We were like at a family reunion and all this stuff. So I would have like got on there and said, okay, this is why I did this, but I wasn't able to. So now, let's do it in front of you guys. And here we're doing the NFL wide receivers. I don't think all 32 wide receivers are on here. I'm pretty sure they're just taking the best ones, I guess, in their opinion, throwing them on here, and you have to rank them. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, again, we probably won't be putting them in order. So if they're in the D category, I just have them in the D category. It doesn't matter how far to the left or how far to the right they are. But let's get right into this. If I don't know one of the wide receivers, don't make fun of me. I just don't know. Okay, and if I mess up a name, it is what it is. But I know most of these guys, so this should be pretty good. Now, some of these guys have moved. That you can see, Antonio Brown comes up first, and he is with the Raiders now. So let's get right into it. S meaning the best, D meaning the worst. Antonio Brown, if we're just talking talent, he would be very, very high on the list. Now, if we're talking overall as a wide receiver, I don't really love him. Okay, now you see NFL wide receivers tier list. So let's forget about the personality. I think we should forget about the personality. How great is this wide receiver? And I think it's only fair to put him in the S or A category. We're going to start him off with S. That may change. Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen's a great wide receiver. And I hate to say that because he's on the Vikings, but he has great hands. He's a good player. Like, he's one of the best wide receivers. He's proven that. We're going to start him off at A, but again, that may change. So we'll hold on to that. AJ Green. He's been great. Like, this guy has been great. I think the problem is he's been with the Bengals, and when the Bengals are pretty bad. So not a lot of people talk about him. So I'm going to keep him in the A category along with Adam Thielen right now. Then we have Alshon Jeffrey, who I think would be an average type of wide receiver. Like, he was great. I don't know if he was ever in the S category per se, like up there with Antonio Brown, but he was really good. Now with the Eagles, I would say average. I'll give him a B. I believe that's Robert Woods next for the Rams. Again, I don't watch all these teams, so just understand that. And I am drinking some ice. So ice, if you want to sponsor this, make sure you hit me up. But anyways, it's kind of bubbly. So anyways, Robert Woods is next. Solid wide receiver. Not game changing. I'm going to throw him out there with Alshon Jeffrey. That's where I would put him for now. Then we have Davante Adams for the Packers. Okay, pretty much their only wide receiver at this point. They're very low on wide receivers. They didn't draft one. I'm not sure what they were doing. I would say Adams is probably an A-tier player. He's a good wide receiver, and he doesn't have a lot of guys with him. So with that being said, I'm going to put him up there. That may change because Aaron Rodgers is his quarterback. Now we have Stefon Diggs. Now, that means that we have Thielen and Diggs both on here. So the real question is, who's better? Diggs or Thielen? And I think I would have to give the edge to Thielen recently, but I think Diggs has more abilities, maybe you could say. Like, he's a little bit, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. From what I can take away from it, he's more fast and stuff like that. Like, he's got the intangibles to be better, but Adam Thielen has been proving to be great. So I think you would have to put Stefon Diggs a little bit lower, like maybe an A level, but just lower. I'm going to put him at B just to make it clear. Why did that happen? Nope, moving to B. All right, Larry Fitzgerald. We're going to skip the Seattle player right now. We're going to go with Fitzgerald, okay? Larry, old. If we're talking right now, like if we're talking all time, bro, he's S. But he's kind of an older player, and right now he's still good. I'm going to put him at A for now because he's still a really good player, and I have to give some respect, man. This guy has been at it for years, right? Now we'll go to Julio Jones next. Julio Jones, really good wide receiver. I mean, definitely the best wide receiver in Atlanta for a while now. I want to put him at S. We're gonna put him at S. We're gonna show Julio some love for now. Then we have Keenan Allen, another great wide receiver. This is tough because this guy is like one of those guys. I think border S and A. I'm gonna throw him at A. No disrespect, Keenan Allen. You're a great wide receiver for sure. So I got this all figured out. Yes, that is Amari Cooper. So now I don't look dumb. Amari Cooper, good wide receiver. That trade, when it went down, I can't exactly remember all the details on it, but I thought both teams did solid with that trade. I don't think it was a bad move for either team. Amari Cooper is a really good pick, and I think the Raiders got a lot back in return, so I don't think it was a bad move. We'll have to wait and see because at this point we don't know what those picks will turn out to be. So Amari Cooper, I think he's a solid player. We're going to forget about that for a second. We're going to go back to Doug Baldwin here. Now I'm going to put Baldwin at B. but he could be an A player. But you can see my B players aren't bad. Like, I have Woods in there, I have Diggs, I have Jeffrey. These aren't bad players. I'm going to put Baldwin there as well. Then we have Jarvis Landry. I'm going to throw him in there as well. I'm giving some love out, man. I'm not putting anybody low on this list. I don't think any wide receivers here are bad. Maybe just compared to the rest of the group. Like, look at the wide receivers we have left. Amari Cooper, Marvin Jones Jr., like Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell, T.Y. Hilton. I said Ty Hilton, come on now. And I have Tyreek Hill on there, and I don't want Tyreek Hill right now, I'll just say that. But those are the wide receivers left. Really good wide receivers out there. We're going to give, because of how this is going, I'm going to throw them, we'll throw them at B. Then we have Marvin Jones Jr., who I'm going to show some love because I'm a Lions fan. We're putting him at A. Oh, but I don't know if that's fair to do that. You know what? Nah, I can't do that. I can't bring myself to do that. Mike Evans has... I mean, not Mike Evans. That's a different player. No, he's been playing really well, though. So I have to give him some credit there. Don't love him because Michael Thomas is from Ohio State. But you know what it is. It is what it is, all right? Then we have Mike Evans here. I'm going to say I'll put him in the same category. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll leave him up there for now. We got Hopkins. Hopkins is great. I can't leave Hopkins off. I got to put Hopkins on the top. I don't want to put too many guys up there. I feel like Odell's great, but now he's with the Browns. I really don't know how that's going to work out. But what we've seen, he's been great. We'll put him up there as well. T.Y. Hilton. I want to put all these guys up here. They're just great wide receivers. Okay, so I guess this is how my list looks for now. Now, I'm not saying Marvin Jones Jr. is the worst wide receiver because I just had these randomly in there. So I show a lot of love here. I have guys with high rankings. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. How would you guys change this? What changes would you make? I had to show Larry a little bit of love. Maybe you could move him down. Davante Adams up there. AJ Green. I think that's a good list. Michael Thomas, maybe you can put at S. The B range, maybe you can move Marvin Jones Jr. up, but I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to be biased around here. And then S, so many great wide receivers. So this is my list. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below if you guys like it or not. I kind of wish they put like every wide receiver on here, like from every team, because that way we could have some C&D players. These are all really good wide receivers though, so I really can't do that. But anyways, thank you, Brad, for watching. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below, and I'm out.